Hello everybody, I'm here in my backyard. It's such a nice day today and the birds have been singing. I hope they continue to where you can hear them. And a nice little breeze. It's nice to be able to sit out here after such a long winter. But I've got some of my plants out here that I wanted to show you. I'm going to start bringing them outside. Let me start from the beginning. Okay, I plant them in little 4x4 containers with some seed starting mixture. And I generally put one in each corner and one in the middle, and I'll put several seeds in each one. Then they'll sprout, of course, and then when they get to where they have their first true set of leaves, they have a little set of leaves on the bottom. When they have their first true set of leaves, I pot them up into a little bit bigger pots. And then, once weather allowing, I'll start bringing them out here, maybe starting for an hour at a time for a few days, and then start slowly increasing it under full sun, slowly increasing it maybe a half an hour, an hour and a half the second time, then 2 hours. And what you want to get to is to where they can be out in the sun basically all day, because when they're out here in the garden, they're going to be, they're out in the full sun. So that's what you want. It's called hardening them off. That's what you want to do, and then to make them to where they're ready for the sun and they're big enough to put in the garden, to transplant. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all what I've got here. I've actually got some that look a little better inside, but I haven't potted them up yet on the tomatoes. I don't know why they're growing better. They're actually still in the seed mixture. I like to use Miracle-Gro potting soil for my starts. It just seems to work the best for me. You don't want to try to use I've tried to use garden soil, even if it was Miracle-Gro, and garden soil will have a lot more of this wood stuff. It'll have a lot of that in it, and it's kind of hard for them, it seems like, to really do good in that when they're young like this. So I would recommend a good potting soil or Miracle-Gro, because I never have a problem with it. And anyway, I'm going to put this down to where you can see these. I hope you can see them good. I can't. Hold on just a minute. I want to pause this and make sure I got it right. Okay, let me make sure it's running. Okay, I don't know if that's the best shot. It's hard for me to see because it's so sunny out here. Okay, over here on this side, these are different kinds of peppers. Like this one here is a green pepper, California Wonder, I believe. And I've got 6 of them here. These here are called rainbow bell peppers. They could be any of 3 or 4 different colors. Okay. This is an eggplant, Black Beauty eggplants. I've only got 4 of them, but I think that's all I'm going to really need. If something happens, I might have to buy a couple. I'm trying not to buy any plants this year. Everything from seeds. So I got some Black Beauty eggplants. These are banana peppers. These will get they're not used to being out here. This is the first time I brought them out, so they're wanting to get a little droopy. Banana peppers. And then I've got jalapeno peppers. These are a big version. These are like a stuffing version. You can stuff them. They're really big. They're not supposed to be small. Okay. I don't know if I have anything different here. Banana. Try to be careful with them. Yeah, jalapenos. This one here is called 4th of July tomato. That's these up here, actually. I should have started from here. Yeah, the 4th of July's. I have like 4 of them. I'm going to try to have just 3 of each. I've got 5 varieties of tomatoes. I'm going to try to have just 3 of each in the garden. I might end up putting some in containers. Okay. Okay, these next ones are Cherokee Purples, one of my favorites. Yeah, I need to pot up some more of them back there. They're actually, like I said, bigger than these. I don't know what it was about them staying in the seed mixture, because the seed mixture doesn't really have any, you know, fertilizer in it to speak of, because it's for sprouting. But they're actually doing good in it. So I have some bigger ones than these. Cherokee Purples, and this one is called Big Daddy. Right there. And there's some in there, like I said, they're almost twice this size, the Big Daddies. I just hadn't had time to pot them up lately. Okay, this one is a Super Sweet 100. I believe this is a small one, like a cherry tomato. Yeah, they'll bulk up some. They'll start to get more stocky than when they get out here and get some sun and stuff like, you know, some wind blowing, making them move around and stuff. Super Sweet 100s. This one is a porterhouse. It's a big one too. The Big Daddy's a big one. Porterhouse. And let's see if I've got anything else. What was this one? Okay, yeah. So I'll start bringing all these out here. I didn't grow near as many as last year. I actually had too many last year. I usually give some of them away. I gave some to Mom last year and a couple other friends. And, you know, I like to do that. I mean, I hate for them to be really nice little plants and end up tossing them as much as they cost at the garden center. And by the way, we'll probably go to our local garden center and do a walkthrough, because it's just unbelievably beautiful. There's that train again. Unbelievably beautiful, all the flowers and stuff they have. But these little guys are getting, see, they're not used to the sun already. They're not, nothing wrong with them. They're just droopy a little from being in this direct sunlight. And it's pretty warm out here. So I'll be taking them back in a little bit. They're plenty, they might need a little water. You want to keep them watered, you know, kind of just stick your finger down in there. If you can feel moisture down in there, they're probably okay. If it feels dry, then you'll need to add some to it. I've been using a spray bottle with just plain water in it, because this Miracle Grow already has some fertilizer in it, and you don't want to overwhelm them with the fertilizer, because it could, you know, cause more trouble than good when they're this little. You know, they might just not be able to handle it yet. But so far, everything's looking pretty good. I can't wait to get some things in the ground. And let's see if I can turn this up so I can see myself. Yeah. So I can't wait. I'm going to try to. My tomatoes last year were too crowded. You definitely want to have room in between the rows, but you want some room in between the ones that are in each row. So last year I think I had 4 maybe to a row, and that just was too many. And so I had like 24 tomato plants last year, and that was just, I mean, they all produced and everything, but I think they could have actually produced more if there had been less tomatoes with more room in between them for airflow, and also for ease of picking. And, you know, maybe you might need to cut off some branches of some kind or something, you know, for some reason, and different things like that. It's just hard to get to them when they're all bunched together like a big bush or something. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this little show and tell of my plants, the way they're looking right now. As they go along, I'll probably show you the progress of them. I like to call it garden progress updates. And everybody, the way things are with vegetables these days, it makes good sense to grow some. You can do them in planters, as long as, containers, as long as it's a big enough container. I would say you're going to need over a gallon for a tomato plant. They really grow a lot of roots. I know 5 gallon might be too much for y'all to fill, but at least a gallon or more. I would say closer to, something bigger than a gallon if you can find it. And make sure there's plenty of drainage. If you get like ceramic pots, they won't drain very good. And even if they have one little hole at the bottom of it, sometimes they still don't drain real good. I would find something that has a lot of holes in it, maybe plastic. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks. Plastic and has a lot of holes in it. Matter of fact, I'll show you a few of the pots that I use out here. Okay, this is about the smallest size I would recommend for tomatoes. You might be able to grow a pepper in this. I'm not for sure if this seems like this is bigger than a gallon. I don't think it's, what's it say on it? 1.7 US gallons is what it says on it. So, and you can see, I hope you can see these holes in them. There's 4. That's perfect. So, if you say, well, I don't really have room, like I've got 3 beds out here. Raised beds are pretty easy to put up. They're not that bad, really, if you get a kit. But if you don't have room to grow in your yard, and you've got some place you can put some pots, as long as they can get plenty of sun. Good thing about pots, you can move them too. If you have some inclement weather and you have them sitting out, you can just move them in the garage or something and get them out of the weather, and then put them back out in the sun. Or you can move them when there's a lot of shade in one area to another area that has more sunshine. You want plenty of sunshine for all these vegetables here. They love it. At first, like I said, they're not used to it right now. Some of them are a little droopy, but they'll be okay and everything. They'll get used to it. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to help. If I can't help find an answer, I'm gonna give you an answer. I'll find an answer for you, and we'll all grow some things together. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that, oh, I don't have my bell, so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Bye, everybody. Have a great day, and let's grow.